Imagine standing before a heavy sealed door carved into stone, dust swirling from centuries of silence. Your heart races as you push it open, expecting treasures, secrets, maybe even glory. But what if that single act awakens something far worse? Death, disease, or disaster. Ancient tombs weren't just resting places. They were warnings, traps, and guarded secrets meant to keep the living out. From toxic fumes to vengeful spirits, these sites scream, "Stay away!" Yet brave explorers ignored the signs, and sometimes paid the ultimate price. Let's step into the shadowy world of tombs that should have remained sealed. Brace yourself. These stories will send shivers down your spine. 6. The Golden Boy's Deadly Breath. What happens when you awaken a boy king who has slept for 3,000 years? In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter cracked open Tutankhamun's tomb in Egypt's Valley of the Kings. Gold shimmered everywhere. Masks, chariots, jewelry fit for a god. Excitement turned to terror quickly. Lord Carnarvon, Carter's wealthy backer, died months later from a mosquito bite that became infected. Newspapers screamed, "Curse of the Pharaoh," as more deaths followed. Even Carter's canary was eaten by a cobra, a symbol of royal protection. Team members suffered injuries, fevers, and even death. Was it magic? Not exactly. The tomb's sealed air trapped deadly molds and bacteria. Aspergillus fungus, growing on the walls, could trigger severe lung infections. Of 26 people present at the opening, 6 died within a decade. Not a plague, but enough to fuel fear. Carter himself lived another 17 years, mocking the myth. Today, experts test tomb air before entry. Tut's treasures dazzle museums, but the tomb whispers a warning. One wrong breath, and you could be history. This golden grave reminds us that beauty can hide deadly secrets. 5. Rivers of poison. Imagine rivers that shine like silver but kill like fire. That's the heart of China's Qin Shi Huang tomb, built around 210 BCE for the emperor who united the country. This underground palace spans 38 square miles, complete with a model city and stars on the ceiling. But the real danger? Mercury. Ancient records describe rivers and seas of mercury meant to guard the emperor and mimic real rivers. Soil tests in the 1980s revealed mercury levels 100 times higher than normal. This slow poison leaks from the tomb, threatening anyone who enters. Mercury attacks the nervous system, kidneys, and brain. Ironically, the emperor may have died from mercury pills he took for immortality. Modern Chinese authorities forbid full excavation, fearing toxic clouds. Booby traps, including crossbows, floods, and collapsing ceilings, add danger. Only satellite scans provide glimpses of this tomb. Qin dreamed of eternal rule. His tomb enforces it with liquid death. The lesson: some doors should never be open. Would you risk glory for a whiff of doom? This mausoleum simmers, ready to strike, proving that even in death the emperor commands respect. 4. Shadows of Forgotten Princes. Ever wondered what lurks inside the largest tomb ever dug? KV5, hidden in Egypt's Valley of the Kings, stretches over 150 chambers, built for more than 50 sons of Ramesses II, around 1200 BCE. Rediscovered in 1993 by Kent Weeks, it promised unimaginable treasures. But stepping inside revealed a far more dangerous reality. Not curses, but nature itself. Flash floods sweep debris into the corridors every year. Soft limestone walls crack and crumble, and earthquakes could collapse entire sections. The tomb is also home to bats, scorpions, and snakes, making every step risky. Ancient thieves had already ransacked the site, leaving only broken sarcophagi and scattered Ushabti figures. Weeks and his team braved intense heat, choking dust, and unstable tunnels. Narrow, twisting passageways trap smoke from torches, and one misstep could be fatal. KV5 isn't cursed by magic, but its immense size and fragility turn it into a deadly maze. A tomb built for dozens of princes leaves little room for the living. In KV5, ambition meets danger. The grandeur that once honored royalty now threatens any who dare explore its shadowed chambers. This giant tomb proves that sometimes history's greatest treasures come with the highest risks. 3. Echoes from the dust. Shiver runs down the spine as you stand before the sarcophagus of Ahiram, king of Byblos, who ruled around 1000 BCE. Carved from stone and adorned with intricate designs, It carries one of the oldest known curses in human history. Inscribed in Phoenician letters, the message is chillingly simple. Cursed be the man who moves me. Discovered in 1923 during an archaeological excavation in Lebanon, the sarcophagus has since rested in a Beirut museum, untouched and carefully preserved. No one has dared disturb it, not because of superstition alone, but because the words themselves carry a weight that transcends time. The curse serves as a haunting reminder that language can be more powerful than swords or shields. Through millennia, Ahiram's voice echoes, proving that even in silence, the past can reach out, and words alone can haunt the living. 2. The Conqueror's Vengeful Echo. What if disturbing a warrior's tomb could trigger a war? In 1405, Timur, known as Tamerlane, the feared conqueror of Asia, died and was buried in Samarkand's Guriamir mausoleum. Legends warned, "Whoever opens my tomb will unleash a worse invader than I." In June 1941, Soviet scientists under Stalin's orders opened the tomb. A foul stench filled the air. 2 days later, Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa, invading Russia and opening one of history's bloodiest fronts. Coincidence? Locals believed the curse had come true. The remains were eventually returned and reburied with Islamic rites. There were no toxins, only eerie timing and superstition. The psychological impact was real. Those who opened it reported chills, as if the conqueror's rage lingered. Disturb a killer's rest and wake an even bigger beast. Tamerlane's tomb isn't physically dangerous. It's a time trap, warning us that some histories are better left sealed. 1. Crimson Death's Embrace. Would you dare touch a queen bathed in blood-red poison? In 1994, Mexican archaeologists opened Temple Fortuny at Palenque and discovered the Red Queen, a Mayan noblewoman from 600 to 700 CE. Her bones and sarcophagus were coated in cinnabar, a vivid red mercury sulfide paste, making her glow like fire. She rested with jade masks, pottery, and other treasures. Cinnabar is 85% mercury and releases toxic dust that attacks lungs and brains. Archaeologists wore protective suits, but tiny flakes clung to clothing and skin, risking chronic poisoning. Burial gifts also contained high lead levels, adding more danger. Despite these risks, the queen's identity remains a mystery. The Mayans deliberately used toxic substances to guard their elite and ensure their dead remained untouched. Today, her tomb is resealed, with replicas allowing safe public viewing. The Red Queen reminds us that beauty can hide deadly secrets. Nature's poisons, mercury, mold, unstable tomb walls, often prove more lethal than any curse or spell. Ancient power and danger intertwined in crimson silence. Enjoyed this video? Hit that subscribe button, share your thoughts in the comments, and stick around for more exciting content. Thanks so much for your support.